Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Let's see what's going on with us here. I'm an Aquarius as well. So, someone made a quick decision here, is what I'm getting. And they're struggling to move on or to sort out kind of what happened, why they made this decision, why they took this direction. This definitely could be some kind of soulmate situation here. We have the Six of Cups. You could feel very connected to this person, like you've known them in a past life. This could also be that you or this person are reflecting on some memories that you have with each other, like in a nostalgic way, or looking back like, oh, that was fun, or something like this. Someone's kind of struggling to move on from so interesting. Okay, so someone like moved on, or they walked away from this situation is what it looks like. I have two storylines here. Okay, so someone walked away from this situation. Someone is struggling a bit to get over the fact that they walked away or that the other person walked away. It's just taking them some time to get over that. This could also be, for some people, if you were this person who haven't walked away, someone is like feeling like they're ready to, but they haven't yet. They could be taking steps in that direction. Strange a bit. Yeah, and someone could also be wondering here, they could have made a quick decision like, I'm going to walk away from this person, something like that. Or I'm not going to try to move forward with this person. And they're kind of wondering, like, why did they do that? So this person really values you. They really appreciate you. I think they care about you in a way that's like, they see your worth for sure. And they have all these feelings, this appreciation for you. Someone could be also wondering why, like, they walked away from love. They could be wondering why that is. Could also be someone's wondering, why did they develop, oh, I have all this light on me right now. Someone could be wondering, like, why did I develop all these feelings for this person almost like on a whim, like just randomly? They're like, why does this form in me? Why did I catch these feelings? But they could realize it's because like you're someone who's awesome. How could they not catch feelings for you? Because you're cool. You're interesting. Looks like you have a lot to you. But someone's just thinking about wanting to stay or why they walked away. It's like it seems like there's this push and pull here of wanting to walk away or thinking about it, but also like getting ready to move on but struggling to move on. Because, okay, someone could be regretting here as well. Someone could have been pretty harsh with their words, or someone could have been kind of gossiping, telling lies about the other person. Like there could have been some kind of drama here, and they're thinking like, why did I do that to this person? Like why did I make the decision to go and talk on this person's name when they're this great person, someone with value, you know? Like I should be uplifting them to the people that I talk to about them rather than spreading this gossip. Could be wondering like, why? So we have artists and we have books. You and this person, you or this person, could be somehow involved with artistry. Could be a painter, you could be a writer, or this could be something that you're good at, like you have some kind of art craft, or they do. We have engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area in your life. And this could be something that I was just telling you, if you are someone who's an artist, just take a little bit of time. If you do some kind of craft like this, just take some time to like do a quick sketch, do a quick self-portrait, just do something, write a little poem. And this, it doesn't have to be that you're the best person at this craft. Like, that's not the goal really in artistry, in creation. It's more of like, it gives you time to reflect and to develop this side of yourself that is it's so different from anything else. It really is, to be able to create. So this could be just calling you to embark on some creative endeavor in your life. So we have books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. If you're someone who likes to read, take some time to read, you know? I think this could be reminding you to put your focus on these things. Despite these thoughts, despite these troubles, despite this drama, despite this gossip, despite these, like, whatever this is here, this is still a very important part of your life. Books, artistry. This could also be that you're with someone, like this person, you feel like they're your soulmate because you share similar interests in, perhaps in art or music, books. You could have this commonality of being really interested in academics and creativity. So we have new beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby, or the birth of a cherished idea. Oh, okay. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So this could mean, for some Aquarians, if you're an artist or if you read, while you're creating something, while you're working on your art, or while you're reading, you could come up with this idea, and be sure not to forget it. Be sure to nurture this idea. So it's only through, sometimes, whoa, whoops. Sometimes through, okay, sometimes in general, like you can, interesting. Sometimes you can randomly get a creative idea, at least me, like I'll be driving and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to paint this thing, I'm going to write this thing randomly. But sometimes if you're, like, while you're working on something, that's when you start to have these creative ideas. Once you're like, I want to sketch something, what will it be? You're going to fill that space with something. You know what I mean? So I think if you're struggling to have some ideas here, just get started. Perhaps read something, find some inspiration. If you're a writer, perhaps read something. We also have flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner lights on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. This could be something about, like, this idea that you have, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like traditional artistry, like painting, writing. It could be in whatever way you choose to create things or have creative input on a situation. That could be involved with science as well. But this idea that you have, it really allows you to, it will be like a whole thing, a whole process. And you might think of this, we also have solitude here at the bottom of the deck. So it might be important for you to have some time in solitude to allow your ideas to flourish, to allow your creations to flourish, if that makes sense. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. This could be, this is supposed to be love and romance, but it's a lot, like, I think you guys definitely have a strong calling here for several different things, and I think you're someone who could come up with ideas that really, come up with ideas of, like, a way of presenting something, a way of creating something, a certain outlook that really, like this card is saying, sheds light on things in your life and other people's life. But it could be important to spend your time in solitude wisely as well. Sometimes when you're in solitude, you just want to, like, watch a movie and not do anything. But sometimes be sure to, you don't always have to just be not doing anything when you're alone. Not that you do, but, you know, like, make sure you have time of solitude where you're, like, almost developing a relationship with your craft or your whatever it is. That makes sense to you? So you have stand your ground. There could be something where it's important. I think in this specific context, this could be something that's important for you to do in general. This could be something you're learning, like, when something upsets me, I've got to tell the person. Because you might have been like, this is too much, I need to walk away. This is an interesting thing because in some situations it's like, yeah, you got to tell the person, but it's not really your responsibility entirely to train another person how to treat you. If it's certain little things that, this is my opinion anyways, but if it's certain little things like, hey, don't do that, hey, don't do this, but if it's just all around this person is like doing these things, it's kind of like there's only so much you can do or tell them to not treat you that way. Like, how they treat you is on them, if that makes sense. But be sure to still at least acknowledge, like, I don't like this behavior, I'm not cool with this behavior. Could change things, but at the end of the day, if this person still wants to be bad to you, like, they will. That makes sense. Anyways, in this context, are these people who are like talking all this gossip, all this mess. So in this specific context, I think that this card is saying be confident in your creative abilities and your ability to come up with something new or something that's important. Like, don't allow this, like, oh, I can't create anything good, or I'm not too good, or I'm not a good writer. Like, something I was thinking that my sister told me too, like, a bad song is better than no song. So if you're into making music, like, it's better to make a song that you're kind of like, this sucks, like, I don't really like this, it doesn't sound right. That's better than not writing a song at all, if that makes sense. So don't allow, like, a lack of confidence in your abilities to stop you. Also, if you're not really getting recognized or like rewarded for your artistry, for something, some kind of idea, whatever, it's not really, at least at this point, that's not what's important with this. Like, it has other value besides recognition and reward, these creations or these ideas, if that makes sense. So just remember that, like, that the value is for almost like it could be for your like inner world or for other people's. Someone definitely has someone definitely has a lot of love for you. They could have decided still, regardless though, to cut you off. Or you could have decided, even though you have love for someone, that doesn't mean you need to stick around. Like, it's just the way that it is. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely something that you kept, like, could be some kind of cycle, could be some kind of thing with this person, like going back and forth. And even if you did stand your ground, this could be what helps you to move on from the situation, to like tell this person, you know, I'm done, like, or whatever, just tell them, like, stand your ground so that it feels like you gave them some consequence to their action. And this could help you, this could be something that really helps you to move on, if that makes sense. Like, it could have been really in your head, like, why this, that, but if you tell the person, like, I wasn't cool with that, if you stand your ground, this could help you move on. And also, like, diverting your focus to your artistry, to books, to becoming absorbed in some type of sphere of information, I don't know. This could help you to move on from some certain things that you may have been struggling to move on here. There's definitely someone perhaps around you, perhaps in your past, who was, this card says all that glitters, so basically, like, all that glitters isn't gold. This could be this person who would really have facades. This could be something that you're also doing without recognizing it. But yeah, someone who's just not very genuine or true to themselves in the way that they interact with other people, and this could have been really difficult for you to navigate and to understand, but your artistry, reading, etc. could help you with that. Some information that you come across. So this is messages from your person, even though I've mostly been talking about like some kind of craft here that you're into. Like I said, they might see you as your soulmate. They do really see your value. So they say they think about you every day. I'm sick of faking and wearing a mask. Like I was saying, like, this card here, all that glitters isn't gold. They're sick of all of that, but they could have realized, like, it didn't get them what they wanted. Sometimes you'll think, like almost that phrase, act like a king, be treated like a king. In some ways it's true, but in some ways it doesn't always work out that way. Like, you want to have the right energy going forward. Like, I'll call myself a king all the time, but just because you're entitled doesn't mean people will not recognize that as you just being entitled for no reason, if that makes sense. Like, at some point they will probably recognize, like, this person is just, why are you acting like a king? You're not a king. Act like a real person. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So someone could have realized, like, I didn't really get what I wanted out of this mask that I was wearing or whatever. Like, doesn't always work out that way. You can try, but, you know, people really sense when you're not being genuine, and there are consequences for that. So, I love you. I wish you were here with me. This is what this person said to you. And like I was saying, like, it looks like this is someone that you kind of are at least having some space from right now. You could have walked away, they could have walked away. Someone could be wondering exactly why, but they definitely are thinking about times in the past with you, and kind of wishing that they could be with you. This person is stressed out as well. Said, I'm stressed out. I definitely see a lot of stress around this situation, and like reflection on their actions and trying to understand it, and this could be what's stressing them out. They could also be just stressed in general about other things. So they also have, I was hurt by someone before you. So I was saying this kind of in I think it was Scorpio. So this person, like I was saying, there's someone who's just spreading these lies, drama, whatever, just saying stuff wasn't true. They knew that you had a lot of value, but they would talk about you like you didn't, or something like this. Or like they would act like they didn't care, like they're walking away, but they actually wanted to stay. Like this weird kind of push and pull that I was saying, of like wanting to move on, but then just not. Apparently, what this person is saying is because they were hurt by someone before you, so this probably had them, like, develop some trust issues here or something like this. But I think it's important to say, just because you're hurt by someone, or just because someone spread lies about you or spread drama about you, talk bad about you, doesn't mean you need to go talk bad about everyone else. Like, that's just creating this cycle of like pain for everyone. Like, don't perpetuate that. Just saying, if this is you, this could also be, it's important to recognize when someone does something harmful to you, and to not just immediately like put that on other people, because that can be something that happens. I'm sure I've done it before several times, where it's like I feel mistreated, and like it just happens, but you got to be aware of that and to not perpetuate that. Because then that person afterwards is going to try to perpetuate that too, perhaps, unless they make the conscious decision not to. So, just saying. Thank you, Aquarius. This is all I have to say to you. I hope that this helps somehow. I hope that you're safe and that your family is safe and healthy. And I hope that you have a good day or night.